Hello friends, so I'm going to be doing a voiceover for this home tour. If you're interested in just seeing my home tour without a voiceover, I'll link that up in the cards. But I wanted to walk you guys through kind of how I decorate, what I use to decorate, and yeah, I don't know. I'm no professional, but I do love cozy design and decor, and I love to have lived-in spaces that look put together. You know what I mean? So first here is my little coffee table. I love to have a little tray here that has kind of a festive book or magazine with a little candle. And then I love just our little sofa here. I always have pretty much the same pillows, but then I add an accent festive one. And then here is my cute doggy. Down here, I have my vintage things. These are from my childhood and my parents' childhood. So I keep them kind of out of, the mind's eye so that you're not always grabbing at it. Mainly little people. Okay, so our stockings I got many years ago from Pottery Barn, and I love them. I actually had stockings very similar to these when I was a kid at my dad's house, and I just always loved them. They felt very traditional, and I wanted that for our aesthetic. And then I always add a little bit different to this mantle. This year I grabbed a greenery, a garland that I really liked. And then as you come down, you will see that I kind of keep the same plants in our little greenhouse fireplace, but I have a lion that I got from my grandma, and then our little elf space. Then we have one of the two chairs that we usually have flanking the fireplace. I can't fit both because of the tree, but I just have a huge shawl that I bought many moons ago and a little ornament. And then at my mantle, I've mentioned this a couple times, but I have a little, Christmas tree obsession. I love the look of Christmas trees, so that's that. And then over here, we have these cute little 1950s little windows, and I love to put just a little natural element, a faux natural element in these just to bring in that greenery. Back to the chair. So like I was mentioning, I got this big shawl from somewhere, I can't remember, and a few pillows, super cozy. And then over here on this wall, we have our TV with the normal decor I have. I usually have these two bigger pictures that my dad drew, and then I always add festive things and my nativity scene from my mother's childhood. So again, the nativity scene in this tray are very vintage, very old, and I adore them. And I was gifted this little Santa Claus from my grandma before she died. And then we have this cute little wreath that has a hand-stitched little ornament that I got when we had our first Christmas as a family with 3 kiddos. And then back into our dining room. So in our dining room, very simple, and I keep these little shelves up all year, and I kind of just change the decor based on the season. For Christmas this year, I'm just putting some cute little glass ornament Christmas trees, a little swag, and then again down here we have some Christmas art in our family Christmas card, and I love to just wrap a couple not presents, but they look like presents, pictures around the house. My mom used to do this as a kid, and it just felt so festive. And that picture of the wreath house was my dad. He drew that for our Christmas cards when I was a kid. Actually, I don't even know if I was born. All right, at my dining room table, I usually just change out the runners, and I add my little Spode salt and pepper shakers, and then that fruit kind of bowl is again from my nanny. Over here, I have a little bar area. We don't drink liquor that much, but I like to have a couple things on hand. Honestly, these were all gifted to us by people that Sean works with, and I just put them there. Over here in the kitchen, we have the open shelving that we always have. Again, it stays pretty much the same, but I just change out some of the glassware that's festive and the plates that are more festive. I'm a huge believer that if you have something pretty, use it. And so we have our pretty little mugs that have been gifted to us throughout the years, and the Spode mugs that my mom gave to me. Okay, so a hot cocoa bar. This is one of my favorite things and my kids' favorite things. And yeah, we just have cute little mugs this year we added. And then in our windowsill, I add these little trees. Again, I'm Christmas tree obsessed. And then this kind of butcher block cover, my husband actually cut out from when we made our butcher block countertops, and I just love it. It adds a little bit more countertop and covers up the sink. And then we move over to the plates, and again, like I said, this is all stuff that my mom gave me, and we use it throughout the whole month of December, and a couple other little cutie things that I like to have out. Over here on the stove, I don't always have this candle here, but I just put it here to be a little bit more festive. And sometimes I put ribbons on those glass jars. This year I kind of went back and forth because I have so many red pops of red and green, so I just put some on a couple of them. And then I have my little things that I just like to add in there. Over here we have the kids' kitchen. I love to decorate this as well because it's just really cute. I actually just use hand towels or hand napkins for their hand towels. Atop the microwave here, we just have some candy and a little fruit bowl. And then as you take an overview, you can kind of see all the details I just showed. And then in the hallway, I have my work desk, which has my work computer, my planner, and my little Christmas card station with a couple little festive details. And I just love it, little details. And then this is an overview of the hallway. This is the main hallway in our home, so I've wrapped one of the more summery, tropical pieces of art so that it looks more festive. And then we have our piano here, and atop the piano we have our little Christmas village. Each year, for the last couple years, we've added a new little house or a new little detail. So this year we added in the little candy gingerbread houses, and the kids just love them so much, and they look so cute. And there's a couple little things that the elves have left as well that we just have decided to leave atop there. And for the faux snow, I just use some fuzzy placemats from Hobby Lobby. So here's a look at the whole hallway, and yeah, then we go into the bathroom, which is pretty festive already because it is painted a dark green, but I just add a little faux tree, a candle, and some little hand towels, and these were gifted to me, so I like to hang them there so that they're not used too much. Then you go into the playroom, which obviously has our playroom tree and some advent calendars, little Santa signs. Got to make it festive as well. And this is our advent calendar that we do as a family, and we just kind of take off one of the rings whenever it's a new day. On our tree, normally they're not blinking like that, but it's their LED. Top we have the Santa Claus. This is actually from my childhood. And then we have a bunch of the ornaments that my kids have made or crafted, or just kind of specialty ones to them. And that little cute train was actually from our neighbor, and I love to put it underneath. These are little Santa lists that we've done. We've done these since Nash was a little guy, and so we love them. That's by Letters to Santa, I believe, by the Elf on the Shelf. And again, we just have cute little ones that they've made at school, and they just like to have them in here. And they decorate both trees, so they love to put those in this room. On their little table, this is like their craft table, they have another little advent calendar that they love that's magnetic. I just love this little space, and the kids love to sit here and eat a lot of the days. Okay, over here we have our TV. This is in the playroom. And so in here, we like to put up like a little fireplace or the Hogwarts ambience themes. And then we have their little Christmas books. I usually put seasonal books there, and some cute little details, little runner, stuff like that. Make it really simple, but it still looks cozy and not cluttered. All right, back into the living room. I forgot to show you guys a little close up. This is the elf space. And then I always make some sort of thing to show off any of the cards that are sent. So that is what that was. And then this is our little lanai. I don't do much out here. I'd like to add a little bit more, but this is what it is for now. And then this is a look at nighttime in our home. This is literally my favorite time of the day, and it just looks so beautiful. I love the look of the candlelight. And as I pan over, you can kind of see the glimpse of why we have these shears here as our curtains. We have a beautiful view of the sun setting across the way, and I just love this ending to our day. It's always just so picturesque. And then here's another little look at the tree from this view with the stockings and a few little presents under the Christmas tree. I wanted to show you guys a little bit closer up of the garland. Usually the silver trees light up. I guess I need to change the batteries. But as you can see on our tree, there's a couple ornaments. The ones that are framed are all of the kids with Santa from the years. That's one of my traditions that I started when Nash was a baby, is to frame each one each year. And I just love it because the kids can look back as they're hanging up the ornaments. Now the kids decorate the tree. They've gotten so much better at it, and I just love the way that it comes out. The only thing I really do are the really breakable ones and the really high up ones, and then the ribbons. All right, a look back over here. As you can see, I kind of change out that screensaver using those free ones on YouTube that I love so much. And I just kind of search, watercolor or Christmas ambience screensavers. And then I just love the look of the Christmas tree reflecting off of the piece of art and all of that. Here's another little look at the lanai all lit up. And we always have these lights up all year round, but I just love the way that it looks right now. And then I love the look of the candle. I've moved this candle in from the bathroom, and I love the glow that it gives. All right, here's a look at the playroom and the darkness with the just illuminating lights. And I just love it because I love colored lights and white. So it's a good compromise to have both, and we just get to experience both in each room. Here's a look at our beautiful little Christmas town, and unfortunately the lodge is closed, so we need to get a new bulb for that one. But yeah, here's a look at that hallway again in the dark. I just love the way that it looks. It's so cozy. We were actually about to eat dinner this night, so you might have peeked a little plate on the table. And yeah, here's a look at the tree again. We have Polly's yearly ornament this year, which is a cute little phone. And then yeah, that's a look at it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Let me know if you enjoyed the voiceover or just the music. This year I wanted to provide both because I know some people prefer one over the other. Love your faces.